Hey everyone, it's Kendall for the Hafter Center. Welcome to Bodyweight HIIT. All you need for today's workout is a mat, your body, and maybe some water. We're going to go ahead and get started in about 15 seconds with our warm-up. If you're using space inside your home, just make sure you have a clear area all the way around you so you're not going to be running into your furniture. We'll be moving left and right and forward and backwards through the workout. We're going to start here with a high knee march, bringing the knee up to about hip height. And you can tap the hand as you go. We do not have Gordon speaking to us today. We're just going to have beeps. If the beeps are too low and you can't hear them, just keep your eye on the bottom of the screen so that you can see where the time is. From here, we're going to switch to butt kicks. Nice and slow. If you want, you can tap the heel with the hand. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. So just like the blocks of work we're going to have throughout today's class, we're going to repeat these moves with an option to make them harder. So we're going to start here. Tap out, tap out. For move number 3 in the warm-up. Small taps forward, very light impact. When you tap forward, you want the toe to hit the floor. You want the heel to stay lifted. From here, we're going to go out, out, in. Wide feet to narrow feet. So we're not shifting the whole body weight over left and right. We're just taking the feet out wide and then narrow, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips, body weight in the center. Let's do one more. Hold the feet together. Reach the hands all the way up to the sky. Roll it down to the floor. Reach to the toes and then roll back up. So in this first round, we're going to keep the feet still. We're just going to reach to the floor and we're going to come back up to stand. But in round 2 of the warm-up, we're going to make it a little bit more challenging because we're going to see the same move later in class. Nice big roll up, stretch at the bottom, and then come back up. So we're going through it one more time. You can take the knees up and take it to a high knee jog. If that's too much plyometric for you, you're not feeling that today, just take it down. Maybe go a little bit faster than you went in round 1. Options, plenty of options for you today. Same option applies for the butt kickers, which are coming up next. Take it to what we did in round 1, or bounce lightly off the toes. Quiet landings. Draw the heels to the glutes. This warm-up is going to be the longest continuous block of work in the whole class. Get ready for that front and back movement with the feet. So in round 1, we tapped. In round 2, we're just going to do little switches. Again, if you don't want that plyometric, tap the feet. Maybe speed it up a little bit. If you are jumping, make sure you maintain a slight bend at the knee. Land softly. Football drill, in and out. I got too excited with those because they're fun. So we're speeding it up just a little bit. All right, before we get to that inchworm, we're going to go right leg only. Kick back and then lunge forward. Kick it back, lunge forward. Stay on the right side because we're going to switch to the left side right after this. Shoulders stay lifted up over the hips. Last one here. Switch to the other side. Swing it back, lunge it forward. All right, that inchworm is coming up next. So instead of just that hinge from the hip and then rolling it back up, we're gonna walk the hands out to hold into a nice high plank and then walk it back. We hinge, we walk it out, hold your plank, walk it back, come up tall, reach, hinge, walk it out, strong high plank, wrists under the shoulders, all the way up, reach. Let's do it one more time. All the way up and reach. All right, we should be nice and warmed up. Heart rate is ready to go for our workout. It's a good time to grab some water. We have 1 minute before we get started. Again, 4 exercises, 30 seconds of work for each exercise, and then we get a break. So we just did 6 minutes of work. Now we're only doing 2. So we know we can increase the intensity to make it challenging. You do not have a mat. Think about, in move number 2, we're going to do a long jump forward. Think about creating a lot of space from the start to the finish of the move. If you do have a mat, it's really easy. All you're going to do is use the back and the front edge of the mat as your depth cue or your distance cue. All right, here we go. We're going to start it off. Wide feet. We're going to squat down, reach the hands back, and then lift up into a calf raise. So we go back and up. Point through the toe. All the way up. So it doesn't have to be a super deep squat, but just getting this movement pattern down is going to help us in block 2 when we increase the intensity. So we're warming up the calf muscles, getting ready to do work. All right, exercise 2. We're gonna hop forward, land softly, run back. Now, if you don't want that much plyo for round 1, bound, 1 foot then the other, and then run back. Big step, big step. If you don't want any jumping, run it back. So 3 options here in round 1. We've done these before. I know you know them. I know you can do it. Last one. We're gonna hold it back here. Hands from the hip, walk it out to your plank. Spider lunge. Right foot, feet together. Left foot, feet together. When you do the spider lunge, we wanna plant the foot as close into the hand as we can, nice and flat to the floor. If that range of motion does not work for you today, you're gonna step as high up as you can, and you're gonna work on that range for 2 and 3. Come all the way up. Last move, we're gonna go laterally. So we're just side to side. In round 1, it's a smaller range of motion. It's less impact. So you don't even have to hop side to side if you don't want. It could just be a step and tap, step and tap. We get 30 seconds to take a little break. Coming up, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, everything we just did, we're gonna kick up 1 notch, second time through. For the wide squat to calf raise, we're gonna change that into a small jump. Again, if you don't wanna jump, keep what we did in round 1 for round 2. Wide feet here, catch your breath, put a smile on your face, reach the hands back, and go. So, small jump. When you land, it's toe ball heel, We land softly with a bent knee. Let your calves absorb the impact. Think about it being a tiny little hop, just letting your feet leave the floor ever so slightly. Glutes are back. Lift it up. From here, we go right into that forward jump. So we use that swing, we use that momentum. It's the same thing, except now we've gone forward. Run it back to the start. Remember, your option is to take your bound and then run it back. You don't want to do both feet leaving the ground at the same time. Or level one, round one, big step, walk it back. You have so many options today. Let's get one more. Hold it back here. Spider lunge. We're going to take it one step harder. Walk it out. Right leg comes up. And then we're going to come all the way up, shoulders over hips. Hands down. Back to plank. Left foot. Stack it up. The heel is lifted in the back. Whew. It was cold in here when I started. And now I'm thankful for the cold. Let's get one more. All the way up. Laterals. We can jump a little bigger. Create more space. Left and right. At that halfway mark, we're going to have one option to make it more challenging. So we go over, over, hold. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. Last one. All right, 30-second break. One more time through. And then for our 1-minute focused move, we're going to be down on the floor. Wide squat, 2 calf raises to start us off, or that little jump, toes just leaving the ground, or think about height, coming up as high as you can to the ceiling. 3 options. 3rd round is the best round. You know the moves. Let's do it. Big jump. Remember, even if you're creating that big air between your feet and the floor, you're still landing softly. Exhale. When you come up, inhale when it's easy. Ten seconds, less than that to go. Can we get one more rep? Now let's take it to that forward jump. Big jump, and run it back. Reset. Big jump, run it back. Yes, keep it going. This is where we increase the intensity. Can we get one more? Of course we can. Go back. All right, hinge it from the hip. Walk it out to that spider lunge. Right foot comes up. One more option. After we stack, shoulders over hips. Rotate towards the knee. Down, back, in, up. Add that little rotation. All the way up. Rotate and down. Last one. Laterals. We're going to be one step harder. 1, 2, 3. Straight up. 1, 2, 3. All the way up. Try to go single leg. Remember, no break after this round. Last little bit. Now let's come down to the floor. We're going to be in our low plank position. Elbows under the shoulders. We're going to lift right leg up and then bring the knee to the elbow. Left leg up, knee to the elbow. Use your mat if you like. Work at your own pace. Elbows down. Lift. Toes to the floor. Knee to elbow. And switch. Lift. Toes to the floor. Knee to elbow. Switch. We do get a break after this. Keep your head in line with the spine. 15 seconds to go. You can do this. Go for one more rep on each side. 10 seconds. If there's still time left, keep it going. Up and in and rest. Beautiful. So all of those moves we just learned, we're throwing them away. We're going into block 2. 4 new exercises, 3 times each. You have time to come say hi and chat. Let me know how you're doing. Are you sweating? Are you breathless? How are you feeling? I'm sweating. This is when I regret the decision to cut the bangs. Again. All right, let's talk. Move number 1 is a single-sided lunge jack. So we go right leg back into lunge, come up. So that first round, you can either lunge back, feet together, or make it plyometric. Hop to your reverse lunge, hop to bring feet together. Keep the right side as the moving side in round 1. All right, let's go. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully your internet connection is holding up. We got a little bit of a storm happening. Looks pretty windy out there. It's definitely rainy and very gray. All right, how we doing? We got 5 seconds to go. All right, we're gonna turn to the side. Hands to the floor. Step 1 foot back and then the other. Step it in, all the way up. Give me a pivot, other side. Hands down, step back, step in, all the way up, pivot, switching directions. Let me get my mat out of the way. Hands down, step it back, walk it in, all the way up, pivot, down, back, in and up. That's it. We're coming down to the floor. Hands down, wrists under the shoulders. Hike up and reset. So it's like you're going from your plank position into your down dog. Nice strong plank. Hike up, ears between the biceps, and reset. Hike up and reset. Remember, when you reset, draw those shoulder blades back. Wrists are gonna stay under the shoulders. Last one, we flip it around. We're gonna crunch up and then cross over to the right ankle. Crunch and cross. Cross. Reach up. It's like you're slicing across the body diagonally. Reaching the back of your hand out to the outside of the ankle. How you doing? Time to rest. All right, so the difference is today, I don't have Gordon. So I cannot hear when our timer's up. When I'm down on the floor, I can't see it, but we're getting ready for round 2. Left leg is our mover, 10 seconds. Remember, your option, lunge back, feet together for that lower impact, or hop it back, hop it in for that higher intensity. Here we go. Use your arms to your advantage. Make it athletic. Let your upper body help drive the movement through the lower body. We're halfway. We get one more, and then we're going into that progression for our burpees. So instead of stepping back, hands down, hop back, hop in, flip it around, hands down, hop back, hop in, nice and wide, flip it around. All the way up, flip. Yes, 10 seconds, keep moving. Remember, your lower mod, hands down, step back, step in, pivot, and then do the same. All right, cross pipe. Hands down. Same way we started before. This time, one hand leaves the floor. We cross, alternating, right and left. Slice across and towards the outside of the knee. We got 10 seconds left. Still piping the hips up. Still working hard. Flip it around. Crunch it and cross. Left leg this time. Crunch and cross. Crunch and cross. Now, if your hamstrings are super tight, it might not be so easy to extend the leg all the way up to the sky. That's okay. Maybe we just reach up and over, knees together. And we rest. One more time through. These lunge jacks are going to be alternating on the final round. So if you are not jumping, it's just going to be a small lunge back. We're not dropping the knee all the way to the ground. Small lunge, feet together, small lunge, feet together. The challenge is going to be staying low, keeping the legs engaged. If you do want that plyo, we're just alternating sides. Here we go. Last time through, best time through. Breathe, have fun with it. Halfway there. Burpees are going to get harder. Last one. All right, let's talk these burpees out. Hands down. Jump back. Jump in. 180 degree. All the way around. Plant the feet. Do it again. Big hop. That's going to be your most challenging level. Do what works for you. Maybe you hop out and hop in and keep just the pivot. That's okay. Do what works. Can we get one more? Good for me. Cross pipe. Alternate. Right and left. So this looks just like it did in round 2. Your option is to just speed it up. We're halfway through. Excuse me. Maybe you didn't try crossing under on round 2. And in these last few seconds, you want to give it a shot. 4 points of contact to 3 points of contact. Flip it on around. Crunch and cross. Let's alternate sides. Crunch, right leg. Crunch, left leg. We have 1 solid minute of work coming up after this round. And then we get our break before the cool down. All right, we're gonna flip it around. Stay low for me. We're gonna go into our nice high plank. We're gonna tap shoulder, shoulder, push up, and then walk the hands into the feet. Come all the way up. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Walk it back down. Here's where I said that inchworm is coming back. This is it. Tap shoulder, shoulder. Push up. Come in. Hips over the knees. Roll it up. Shoulders over the hips. Take it back down. This is it. Final bit of work. Tap, tap, push up. Take it in. If you want to drop the knees to make those push-ups happen, do what you gotta do. It's okay. Tap, tap. You can do this. Press it in. All the way up. Plenty of time, plenty of time. Let's get one more. Tap, tap, push up. Roll it all the way up. And we are all set. 1 minute break. If you're not sweat waterfalling like I am, you know what to do next time. Choose those advanced options. Choose those higher intensity options. In 45 seconds, we're gonna hit our cool down. Type over in chat. Sorry, your chat is over here. Type over in chat, let me know how you're doing. Whew. I'm sweating. Yes, I am. My watch doesn't think I'm alive, but My watch is also about to call it quits on me. All right. For the cool down, let's switch our mats around. If we're using them, now we're going to go a long ways to your monitor, to your screen. Take your feet out nice and wide. We're going to bend at the knees, cross the arms. Inhale all the way up. On the exhale, hinge from the hip. Drop the hands, drop the chest, reach to the floor. Let's heel toe the feet out even wider. Toes stay pointing forward. Let's bend at the right knee. Walk the hands over. Plant the palms flat to the floor. If it's a challenge for your range of motion today to get the palms flat to the floor, maybe just rest your forearm up on your quad. From here, we're going to turn to the right. The hands are going to go inside of the right foot. We're going to bring the heel up on the left side. Flatten out the spine as much as you can. Get that nice deep hip flexor stretch. Keep the left hand down. Turn your chest towards the knee. Reach your right hand up to the sky. When you drop the hand down, bring it to the outside of the right foot. Shorten the stance, big step in. Lengthen through both legs. Drop the chest down. You can reach to the floor. You can have the hands on the shin or the quad or both. And go ahead and roll it on up. Take it back to that nice wide stance. Cross the arms. Inhale all the way up. Exhale just like we did before. Hinge from the hip. Reach the hands down. Big stance, heel to the feet out. Walk the hands over to the left side, palms down. And let's turn it from here. We're turning to the left. We're bringing the right heel up. We're stepping the left knee over the ankle. Flattening the spine out, getting that nice deep hip flexor stretch. And then reaching up with the left hand, turning the chest towards the knee. When we drop the hand down, it's coming outside of the foot. We shorten the stance, and then we lengthen through both legs. It's okay if you're wobbly. You did a lot of work today. It is challenging for your balance. Your hands can be to the floor on either side of the foot, to the shin, to the quad, or a combination. All right, let's go ahead and roll it back up to the front. We're going to hit a quad stretch. Now, if you need to hold on to something for balance, you can hold on to something for balance. Toes down first, heel to glute. Let's keep the knees together and let's make it active. So you're not just hanging out on the top of your foot, holding onto your shoelaces. You're also going to drive that right knee down towards the floor. So you can feel that nice stretch all the way through your quad, from the hip all the way to the knee. And let's switch sides. Shake it on out. Toe down for balance, especially if you don't have something to hang on to. And then once you feel like you've got it, hold on to the top of the shoe. Knees come together, make it active. Press the knee down to the floor. And go ahead and release. We're going to take that right heel forward. Bend at the left knee. Hinge from the hip. Reach it out to the toe. The goal here is going to be fingertips to the toe. If you can't quite get there, we can stay up a little bit higher. If you can get there and you want a little extra, a little twist, we're going to take the back of the left hand to the to the pinky toe, and then get a little bit of a twist. Let's roll it up and try it on the other side. Heel down, toe up, bend at the right knee, hinge it forward, reach to the toe. Again, if you're already at the toe and you want that little twist, you can take the twist here. Maybe you're up higher and you want to see what that twist feels like. Go ahead and roll it all the way up. Feet together. We're going to do one final inhale. All the way up. And all the way down on the exhale. Thank you guys so much for attending today. This has been your Bodyweight HIIT class with me, Kendall, for the Hacker Center. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Landon's lunchtime workout. Take care.